I just came across what appears to be North Korea's official YouTube channel. Yes, they have a YouTube channel. The only thing is that their own people won't be able to see any of their videos because, well, they have no internet. But this is not intended for North Korean people. This is intended for Westerners, for people like us, so that we can marvel at North Korea's great achievements and incredible scientific progress. Their YouTube channel is called Stimme Koreas, which is German for Voice of Korea. They have what evil tongues might call propaganda videos in German and English, and I want to show you some of my favorites, and I'm sure they won't mind me furthering their propaganda efforts. So yeah, I'm gonna show you some of the English ones. There are some German ones on there that are even funnier. I mean, even more impressive. So here are some videos from there that I want to show you. That some of them are like about incredible advancement they made in medical technology, like a snake oil that cures all diseases, including cancer and AIDS, and another impressive medication that is basically a snake oil Viagra, and some other incredible advancements they have made that we should really respect and not make fun of. Yeah.
is the home of life and cradle of men. But its environment is in danger by men. Global warming, a colossal amount of waste dumpings and water, and deforestation destroy ecological environment. The critical global environment we feel every day and every moment threatens the existence and development of mankind. June the 5th is the World Environment Day. 43 years have passed since the World Environment Day was declared. In those years, the international community has made positive efforts to protect global environment, the home of life of humanity. Different activities were conducted to prevent pollution and destruction of ecological environment, including the adoption of the Kyoto Protocol, aimed at reducing the emission of greenhouse gas, a major factor of global warming. Every year, many countries conduct different activities and hold various events according to the theme presented by the United Nations Environment Programme on the occasion of the day. The United Nations presented Sustainable Consumption and Production as this year's theme for the World Environment Day. At present, the ecological environment of the Earth continues to be destroyed despite the international efforts to protect it. One of the main reasons is the emission of greenhouse gas due to the mass consumption of fossil fuel.
자료에 의하면 세계적으로 화석연료의 대량 소비에 의해 1년 동안의 대기 중에 배출되는 탄산가스량은 거의 60억 톤에 달한다고 합니다. 기후 전문가들은 앞으로 지구의 평균 기온이 10년을 주기로 0.3도씩 올라갈 것으로 보고 있으며 바다 수위는 100년 안으로 1m 더 높아질 것으로 예측하고 있습니다. 이것은 지금 세계의 많은 사람들 속에서 커다란 우려를 자아내고 있습니다.
The ecological environment of the Earth is being further destroyed owing to waste of water resources, sea pollution, reckless deforestation, desertification of land, and drain of resources caused by explosive population growth, posing a great threat to the existence of humanity. Today, the environmental issue is raised as a pressing issue which brooks no delay. Popular environmental policy is enforced in the Democratic People's Republic of Korea, and environment is protected amid national and public concern.
우리나라에서는 환경보호법, 산림법, 자연보호법, 유형동물보호법을 비롯하여 환경을 보호하기 위한 여러 가지 법들이 제정되어 있으며 해마다 국토관리청정원 기간, 수산자원보호월간, 식시설 등을 정하고 환경을 보호하기 위한 활동들을 정책적 및 법적 담보 속에서 진행하고 있습니다. 이와 함께 환경을 보호하기 위한 과학기술 발표회와 학술 토론회를 열고 연구 성과들을 현실에 도입하기 위한 사업이 정상적으로 진행되고 있습니다.
As part of the efforts to reduce the emission of greenhouse gas, the Democratic People's Republic of Korea pays deep attention to the utilization of natural energy, such as hydraulic, wind power, geothermal, and solar energies. State measures have been taken and well-organized systems established to protect water resources and make an effective use of them, including the gravity-fed irrigation canal and river improvement projects. Hydraulic power resources which can be developed and used have been thoroughly surveyed and grasped on a nationwide scale. Larger-scale hydraulic power stations like power stations on the river Chongchun and the Paektusan Sungun Youth Power Station are now under construction. Trees are planted on a nationwide scale to forest and landscape the whole country. Many large-scale tree nurseries which can produce tens of millions saplings have been built across the country. A lot of trees of good species are planted, which suit the climatic and soil conditions of areas concerned and have great economic value. Agroforestry has been introduced to bring about a radical change in comprehensive and scientific management and use of mountains. The Democratic People's Republic of Korea signed international conventions, including the Convention on Biological Diversity, the UN Framework Convention on Climate Change, and the UN Convention to Combat Desertification, and is strengthening international cooperation for the protection of the environment. Paying great attention to the protection of ecological environment of the earth is an essential demand for sustainable consumption and production. The DPRK will in the future too fulfill its responsibility and duty before the international community in the work for protection of the environment. The Supreme Court of the Democratic People's Republic of Korea held a trial on June the 23rd for Kim Kuk-gi and Choi Chun-gil, spies of the South Korean intelligence service, who had been detected and arrested while committing anti-DPRK espionage acts under the manipulation of the United States and the South Korean puppets. At the trial, the records of the case of the accused Kim Kuk-gi and Choi Chun-gil, which belong to Article 60, crime of attempted overthrow of the state, Article 64, crime of espionage, Article 65, crime of destruction and sabotage, and Article 221, crime of illegal entry into border of the Criminal Code of the DPRK were examined, indictments confirming their crimes submitted, and examination of facts done. In the course of examination, the accused admitted all their crimes that under the wire pulling and instructions of the United States and the South Korean intelligence organ, they attempted to do harm to our supreme leadership by the most despicable and conspiratorial assassination method, actively joined the U.S. imperialists and the South Korean puppets in their conspiratorial anti-DPRK moves to realize international isolation and blockade under the pretext of counterfeit note maker and terror sponsor state, while talking about the issue of human rights of the North, and collected our party, state and military secrets, and attempted to spread bourgeois way of life and culture within us by all means and methods. The trial sentenced the accused Kim Kuk-gi and Choi Chun-gil to indefinite reformation through labor.
고아의 문화 선동물을 제대로 녹화했으며 조선민주주의 인민공화국 공화국의 당과 국가 군사 등등과 관련 방대부 자료 시스템을 제공하였고 뿐만 아니라 고아의 경제와 미치고 흘러가니 고난 시절 목적으로 고아부의 화폐를 위조하여 수입하였습니다. 나의 죄는 골골 죽어도 한 말은 없습니다.
저는 이 자리에서 공화국 정부와 공화국 국민들에게 벌써 진심으로 천만큼 희소사죄합니다.
재판에서는 피소자들인 김국기, 최춘길에게 무기 노동 교화형이 온도되었습니다.